The right heroes could make all the difference.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody's having a great day. Before we go any further, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Trying to reach 200 hopefully by the end of summer. Reach 200 subscribers by the end of summertime, being on this new um, algorithm with Marvel Rivals. So that's the goal. Try to get there by the summertime. So I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me, and I appreciate all those who will join me in the future. So what this video is about, I talked about it more in my live, but I'm gonna make a video about it, about the support strike. And what do I think about the support strike, and how do I feel about it, especially being a main support player?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
First of all,
1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Protecting this web of life and destiny now. Boy, let's do this. That's supposed to hurt.
Did I come in this game late? I think I did.
A health boost. Fine by
Alright,
me.
we'll move forward from there. Okay. So, the support band, what do I think about it? I think that it's interesting and crazy at the same time. Let's talk about the root of the support band, how we even get here. All about egos. That's how we got here. People and their egos. In regards with player Necros. And I watch Necros. I watch them all, honestly. Necros, Flats, Awkward. I watched Tim, Tapman. I watch them all, okay? And only due to Marvel Rivals is the reason I watch them all. I haven't watched them before this. I've heard of Ninja, obviously from the Fortnite days, but let's see what this is. Okay, here I came in the game late. So, where do we go from here? And how do we fix it? Before we fix it, we gotta, like I said, get to the root of the problem. People disrespecting healers. And this is a story of the testament of time when it comes to hero shooters, I would say. And I wouldn't even say hero shooters because, as I stated, if you've seen my previous videos, I started with DCUO. And DCUO is basically this. DCUO was this before Overwatch. So I started with DCUO. And I always started as a healer. And healers always get talked about because DPSs will always be out of place where they can't get heals. Okay? Even in a more ranged area, because when you play DCO, they don't have a situation where you have to, how can I say, you have to lead a objective. You just have to stand on an objective long enough in DCUO. So it's a little more easier. But same thing, same, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. DPSs are always out of place, tanks need the most attention, and it's hard for healers to heal everybody. So we've always got taught smack to us. So it's nothing new if you're a healer. If you're not a healer, you know what's going on. Okay, if you're not a healer, if this is your first time playing a team-based game and playing a healer, trust me, DCU was the same thing. They would always target the healers. Nobody would come and protect. They're too busy focused on kills. And so this is nothing new. This is nothing new in regards with this. So I'm used to it. I would think that, you know, in 2025, people would learn how to peel, but they don't. So you have to take the good with the bad when it comes with all this. And I do. I take the good with the bad when it comes to this, especially as a healer. Life as a healer is hard. It's always been hard. And it will always be hard when you're the person keeping the team alive and somebody's at your neck. And you have egos. As long as you have egos and MVP screens, I think the worst thing that could have been done was doing the MVP screen, because that's what people consist of and worry about. They are focused on getting kills and getting, you know, fulfilling that dopamine fact with their ego. You know, it's all ego. And that is something that we have to learn. So that being said, now that Necrosis came out, he said that strategists are brain dead and strategist is the easy role. So let's talk about that. You have to make strategists, I wouldn't say an easy role, but a competent role, because there's a lot to do to keep everybody alive. So you have to keep the buttons flexible. You have to keep the mechanics quick and, you know, not too hard. It's easy performing a combo. It's easy performing a combo with a DPS. I'm gonna say easy. It's harder, but it's more rewarding. Okay, you don't need to be forming combos when you're a healer. You just need to make sure your team gets to heal. That's why they make healer mechanics so easy. And they've always done this in every hero shooter. The mechanics of a healer will always be more difficult, more easier than a DPS. So yes, you can easily pick up a healer. Anybody can pick up a healer and learn what to do. But it's one thing to pick up a healer and learn what to do, and especially in this game, than to be a healer and just being a healer. Right there, for instance, I could have used that ult so many other times, but I saved it for that time where I knew Psylocke would be on the team. So game sense is very important in this game. And yeah, a healer can heal, but not every healer is a good healer. Just like not every tank is a good tank. And you can say this about every role. You can literally say this about every role, okay? I think if you ask me in this game, I think that the DPSs are way easier and more brain dead than a healer can ever be. Take Wanda for instance. Wanda, only thing you gotta do is really just hold the right click button and tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I've actually seen it done where a man won MVP in a match, literally had his hand rubber band to the controller and held one button for the whole game. So if anybody is a brain dead, we're going to put the DPS's mechanics on that because it's super easy. Not every DPS is a Magic. Not every DPS is a Spider-Man, or not every DPS is a Black Panther. Okay, so it's real easy. I'm gonna take another game in regards to this, since I'm talking about DPSs that I did. I never, I wouldn't say never, let me take that back. I rarely play with who we are right here, Namor. I rarely play with Namor. Okay, rarely. I can show you my time I have with the character. But because of this buff that they have with Hulk, it's broken. Okay, it is broken. I played with him about 4 times in practice, and I saw in this particular quick match game that we had a Hulk on our team. Okay, and I instantly said to the other person, go healer, so I can go Namor. All right, and like I said, I never use Namor, but he's very simple. He's a very simple mechanic person, especially with this buff. It makes him even more simpler. And I'm going to show you in this game exactly what do I mean by that. Okay? Show you exactly what I mean by that. If you just know the basic mechanics of this character, you're good to go. Okay? And this is just me playing basically the 4th time with him. The 4th time with him. I'm going to show you how easy and brain dead you know you can be as a DPS. The same thing you can say as a healer. The same thing you can say as a healer. Okay, it is nothing different. Okay, so look, once that turret starts doing that, and people don't know what to do against it, they're not attacking it, it's a wrap. That turret, that atomic turret is crazy. So we're just going to show you how easy it is you could be for a DPS in this game. But let's go back to why you should not go on strike. And I'm going to explain why you should not go on strike. Because you're still ruining the experience for yourself. You're still ruining the experience for yourself. Because if you're not healing people, most likely, I guarantee you that you spent majority of your time on a healer. So you're not really proficient. You're not really proficient with a DPS to really sit there and go off, okay? And go off and pop off for like 50 kills or something like that. You know, you can definitely not say that you're proficient enough to just do that. So you're selling the game. You're ruining your own experience. Why? Why would you want to ruin your experience to go on a strike because somebody says something that could be true at times, honestly speaking, because let's be honest, like as DP started playing DPS, I've been, and even as healer, been right next to healers needing health and they not heal me. So I can't say that all healers are good healers, because as a healer and as a DPS, I'm asking, even as a tank when I play tank and flex, because I do flex, and that is the most important part of the game. I'm gonna get back to that before the video's over. But even when I play tank, I'm looking at healers and they're doing DPS. I'm looking at you cloak and dagger players who would rather be in DPS and get kills, and like I said, all for the MVP. All for the MVP. That we're not thinking about team, we're thinking about personal performances. And I think it's weird to me. I think it's weird that we're in this game thinking about personal performance. And it happens. It does happen. That was a bad all. And like I said, because I'm not really used to playing with him. I'm not. But I'm still in here whooping. I'm still in here whooping. And so I just think that, you know, if anything, we're going to talk about DP. If anything, we're going to talk about a role that could be brain dead. Let me introduce you to some of these DPSs, okay? Because you ain't got to do much. Not at all. So, where was I at? Okay, my next point. What are we doing? Throwing games. It makes no sense to come in here and go and strike the throw games. You just gotta be tough. You gotta have a tough skin. as a healer because you're going to get the most blame because people would rather, once again about all, people would rather blame somebody else than take accountability, and the healers are the easiest people that you can blame. If you're not getting the heals and you're not staying alive, then it's your fault. And if the team's not moving forward, it's your fault. If you're not pushing as a healer, it's your fault. So it's always going to be the healer's fault. Always. So, like I said, that is just something that you have to deal with as a healer. You have to have thick skin. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to have thick skin as a healer. And it is what it is. That's part of the game. Now, what we could do moving forward is, listen, if they're talking trash to you like that, that it makes you that effective, there's a mute button. Everybody could be muted. Any and anybody could be muted. You just have to do things for your peace of mind. I don't like to mute people because at the end of the day, I may need them to communicate with. This game is all about communication, and my one biggest pet peeve in this game is that there's not enough people communicating, and when they are communicating, they rather spend their time talking shit than figuring out a way to win the game and the objective. And I think that's wild to me. Like, you would be the person at the end of the game saying, where's my heals? You're telling me you had the ability to have a mic this whole game and you just been saying nothing? You've been saying nothing this whole game. You could be communicating, and it only takes sometimes just one person to communicate and help, the team. In regards with telling people, hey, this person is coming from this side, or I need heals. Something is always better than nothing. And it's crazy to me how people use their mics to do anything but communicate. So, if you're not ready for the ritual that comes with being a healer, then put these people on mic, on mute. That would be the best thing for your sanity and mental health. Now, also, try to find somebody that's going to help you peel. As you can see, I'm trying to help the healer out. Why? Because I know what it's like being a healer. So try to find somebody that you could play with. If there's a DPS that can help you peel, I guarantee you, your games will be much smoother. I guarantee you, if you had a person that can help you peel, your games would be much smoother as a healer. Maybe put it in the chat if you need to. Listen before the game starts. Please peel for me, and hopefully they will not be, how can I say, pricks about the situation and listen. But communication and turning off your mic is the best thing I could tell you to do. If you can't deal with it, that snowball was crazy. If you can't deal with it, then look, and like I said, I rarely play with them. It's very simple. As long as you know the mechanics of some DPSs, you can get very far. Okay, you can get very far. But back to healing. Let's not go on strike, people. Let's be a better community. Let's conversate more, let's talk more, let's do things to better our mental health, but let's not go on strike because we're hurting nobody. Don't let one person who has an opinion ruin the state of how you play. Because when support strategists, healers, however you want to call us, when we go on strike, everybody loses. Because in my opinion, we're the most important part of the game. Without us, there's no game. Everybody dies, nobody moves forward, we're at standstills. So just know that. And I always said that. Healers are the shit. We dictate who lives and who dies in this game. If I want to go on strike and not protect one particular person, I can do that. But understand you have that power, and with great power, you know what they say, comes great responsibility. And also comes a lot of blame as well. When the best player on the team loses, he has to go to that mic and explain to him the public why they lost. So think of that. Think of it like that. You are all as a healer, as a supportist, as a strategist, you are always the MVP. Okay? You got to take the good with the bad. And I think that y'all can do it. I think that we're strong enough to do it, and they're going to be giving us some buffs. Now, I also understand part of the strike is due to the point system in the rank, because yes, I've dealt with it. Obviously, I'm a healer, and I think that's crazy. So they said they're going to fix it, and they said they're going to give healers buffs as well. If they give Cloak a more damage buff, that's what I've been looking for. And I've been speaking a lot of things into existence. I spoke the four lines with Cloak and Dagger into existence. I spoke the Moon Knight health into existence. So I'm hoping that they give Cloak some more damage. Because if they give Cloak just 8% more damage, he's OP. I guarantee you everybody will pick Cloak and Dagger. Because once you hit them with that buff and you give them that and you give them that new damage, oh, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. If they make Invisible Woman's Teleball take more damage, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If they make her push stronger, more like a one hit, it's a wrap. So, good things are coming for us healers. Just be patient. Marvel Rival, the one thing I like about this game is that they listen, they have their ear to community, and if something is said in the community, they are on top of it. And you, as a player, have nothing but love for developers and a team that does that. Trust me when I tell you, coming from DCUO, when the team and developers would actually have battles with the community, and it was crazy. Meps and that whole team over there in DCUO in those early years, when they used to be battling against the community, not knowing how to handle the vitriol. Because yes, the community can be toxic, but at the same point, there's a bigger point to the toxicity if you're just listening. We're all crying for something, nothing is being done, and you're still asking us to put money to your game. So, you know, there's going to be some toxicity. But instead of you being the bigger people, having the larger heads in the community, being that you're the developers, be the parents in the room, you're over there acting like children. So, I appreciate that that the NetEase is listening to the community and they make updates. So good things are coming for us healers. I believe that. And if it doesn't, well, you can always switch to a different game. Other than that, I thank you for your time and I thank you for listening to me yap about the strike. And I appreciate y'all all. I'm going to be doing some more reviews on shows coming forward as well. Well, other than that, I thank y'all. I appreciate and love every one of y'all. And join the family. Like and subscribe. Tell more people about us. If this is a comment that you like, hey, put it in the comments. Let me know something I can improve on. I highly appreciate that. Join my Twitch. I stream every other night. And it is Mashing Button 101 at Twitch. That's Mashing Button 101 on Twitch. And my Discord is Mr. Button Masher. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.